Hey, what's shaking, soldiers? Coach Donna J here, aka Savvy Soldier, the Hope Coach. And I have a wonderful business partner here today, Kelly Metcalf. And we are going to be talking about Juice Plus and the Tower Garden. Many of you have seen some of my videos about the Tower Garden. I've got some great views on the Tower Garden, as a matter of fact. And with the price of food and inflation and even the availability of food in some places, a Tower Garden might be a great alternative. So I have invited an expert here to talk about Juice Plus, to talk about Tower Garden, and just to share her story, how she got started, where she is now, and what her goals are as far as the business plan goes. Kelly, tell us about
Yay!
yourself.
Thank you so much for having me. This is a delight. And for all of you who know Donna, it's a delight to know her. It's just been an honor to connect on so many levels. And so I'm just excited to be here. Like Donna had said, so we're talking a little about Juice Plus and what the product and what the opportunity to earn income has brought to us. But it was 8 years ago that found myself 8 months pregnant and feeling very unprepared to keep another life healthy. And I was also kind of at the tail end of a rough pregnancy, which
Hmm.
everyone around me, my doctors were like, yeah, pregnancy. And I was like, man, I'm drained. I'm exhausted. This was my first pregnancy. So my son is almost 8 now. I was just really tired. I wasn't sleeping well. I started to get migraines. I had bad heartburn. I was really swollen. And yes, all of those things we commonly know come with pregnancy. But I was just thinking, I don't know if I want to do this again. This is taking so much from me, and I wasn't eating the things I thought I would be eating. I was so excited to be healthy and have a healthy pregnancy. And so 8 months later I was like, I'm ready to, I wasn't enjoying it as much. But a
Hmm.
friend of mine brought me to an event about prenatal health. And the first thing that stuck out was I know prenatals. We all usually know prenatal vitamins. That's
Hmm.
during pregnancy, but I had never thought about getting your body ready for pregnancy or recovering from pregnancy. And so, what I learned during this presentation were those things, but also how to get more fruits and vegetables into your body, especially during pregnancy,
Yeah.
and your kids. And I was like, well, that's exactly what I was going to do. I have a kid now I have to care for. How do I keep a kid healthy? And I how do we do that? And so it just made sense. I wasn't getting enough fruits and vegetables. It was fruits and vegetables and berries. Where am I?
Okay.
Fruits,
Okay.
fruit, and vegetables and berries in a capsule, pure nutrients. And it made sense. I could give it to my babies when they're 6 months old and they start eating food. And I go, sold. I'm not getting it. I get it. Someone found a really easy way to put it in a capsule and it's pure and the enzymes are alive. That was all my expectations. I didn't have any health concerns that I needed to address.
Hmm.
Um, but I noticed that I started right when I had my son, and because I actually went home and did a whole lot of research. There's a ton of research on the products. I wanted to look at it all, and I felt really good about that. And so then I signed up, and I recovered well. I was like, well, I'm just feeling good. But I thought, yeah, because I'm not pregnant. But my kid was sleeping really well. Ethan was getting it through my breast milk. 6 months later, I'm like, I have a lot of energy, and I'm kind of looking forward to the second one. And I kept second pregnancy, and all the moms that I'd heard through this community were saying, keep with it. Your second pregnancy is going to be really good. I'm like, I don't know, but it was. And so fast forward, fueling my body for a year and a half, 2 years, I literally had hardly any of the things that I was working so strongly with during the first one. I didn't
Wow.
even have feet swelling. I was wearing my normal shoes up until the last day. And that
Wow.
honestly, the ninth month, that's what really caught me. I was like, maybe it was just a different pregnancy. Sometimes people say they're different, but I
Yeah.
had no swelling. So anyway, it was just these things that were aha moments for me that I was like, wow, plants are really important.
Oh,
They
yeah.
really do good things. We need more. But I was able to give these to my kids, 6 months old, and also through breast milk. They chewed the capsules. We have
Hmm.
them in gummies as well.
Hmm.
The omegas came around about 5 years ago, and they're really healthy kids. I'm happy to say that actually, we don't go to the doctor if they have a sick visit. They are a fever. They tend to recover real quickly. We haven't yet. Hey, one day we might. One day they might have to be on an antibiotic. They
Hmm.
haven't yet, and my son will be 8. These little things that were like, we can do a whole lot more than we thought to put our health on a different path. And this was a massive jump in the right
Right.
direction
Right.
for us.
You
And
know,
yeah, go ahead.
my niece Kimbria is the one that introduced me to you, and she was on the Juice Plus capsules, vegetables, fruits and vegetables, and the omegas in a capsule.
Yeah.
And with her pregnancy, little Sage, I noticed that when we had a period where we got sick with COVID in our home, but little Sage didn't. She,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she just if she felt bad one day, it was just one day, and then she was back healthy as a lark.
Yeah.
She's so smart. I believe Juice Plus babies that they're smart. I mean, I'm looking at this little girl that was born in
Yeah.
my living room, and
Yeah.
her mom was on Juice Plus, and she started giving them to her at 6 months, and she
Yeah.
loves chewing those little gummy bears, you
Right.
know. So I
Yeah.
concur. I concur
Yeah.
that it definitely makes a difference with prenatal.
Yeah. And we really want to say we don't make any health claims, but good nutrition goes a
Yes.
long way. Good nutrition
Yeah.
goes a long way. And you talk about brain health, and we have a number of studies talking about brain health. And our omegas came out about 5 years ago, and some of the studies are on this and how it shows and helps with memory and
Mm-hmm.
that the focus. Our brains are what, 60% fat. We need the
Yeah.
healthy fats, but
Yeah.
the body knows how to work. It knows how to heal, but we've got to give it what it needs to use it.
Exactly.
And we're
Exactly.
missing that, particularly here in the States. And this was a huge gap. We say it bridges the gap between what we should eat and what we do eat, and it makes a pretty good difference.
Right. And
Yeah.
all the fruits and vegetables that we get in these capsules, there's no way that we could eat that much in nutrition and maintain a healthy weight.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
one of the things I like about the
Yeah.
vegetables and the fruits that are in a capsule.
Yeah. No, there's between the three of these, the fruit, the vegetable, berries, there's 30 different fruits, veggies, berries, all the stuff that we probably would love to eat every day.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we get some of them in, but all the stuff that we just don't. I don't know where you find bilberry, but it is packed full of all kinds of antioxidants and
Right.
things we need. But, and even the stuff that we get in the grocery stores, though, and kudos to everybody who's going to the store and trying to get a lot of fruits and veggies in. I commend you. Keep doing it. But we've got an uphill battle going on because the things that we get in the grocery stores aren't vine ripened. They had to be picked weeks before. In
Mm-hmm.
order to travel. The average food in our grocery store, I believe, travels about 1,500 miles to get there. That
Wow.
means they were picked way before they were supposed to. And I think up to 80% of fruits and veggies or most fruits and veggies get up to 80% of their nutrients 24 to 48 hours before they ripen on the vine, which
Okay.
the stuff in the grocery stores never get to do that. If you can grow your own, which we're going to talk about, that's a
Yes.
great thing to do because you get vine ripened food. But what this is vine ripened, which is also
Yeah.
extremely unique. They let every single plant in Juice Plus ripen to peak ripeness, and then they pick it and they freeze it. So all the enzymes are alive, and the most amount of nutrients that Mother Nature meant for them to be in are in. And then they're powdered quickly. So all the enzymes are stayed alive, and you get that vine
Yeah.
ripened benefit, which is why I think the research is so powerful on it too.
That is amazing. Amazing. So you kind of hinted to it. We want to talk a little bit about the Tower Garden, my favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got one and I've got one. They're amazing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love the compactness of it, the easy
Mhm.
maintenance. I mean, you set it up, it maybe take about a half an hour to set it up. Once it's set up,
Yeah.
fill it with water, pour in the right amount of nutrients in the water, and then this aeroponic system allows us to grow our own fruits and vegetables right in our living room, kitchen, family area, wherever it is that you want to put it, because it doesn't take up that much space. I mean, it could literally fit in a
Yeah.
closet.
Yeah. And you could grow in a closet. So I think you have the Tower Garden Home. Is that right?
Yes, the one
Yep.
with the lights.
And perfect. And the smaller one. So I've got the Flex, who came out first. And then a few years ago, we came out with a smaller version called the Home, which is ideal for just what you said, for those that live in apartments or small areas, or don't, just have a patio, or just
Mhm.
have a corner of their house, or want to put it in their kitchen because they want to pick as they're cooking.
Exactly.
All that stuff. It's just the larger one that I have, I think, is 3 feet wide. And so the
Okay.
home is 2.5 feet. You've got 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet, and 5 feet up. That's all you need. So both of them can have the grow lights. If you grow indoors, you definitely want them. Even if you put it by a window, it's just not enough. Our windows have coverings, so you want the grow lights. But we've got ours outside right now. We're here in the Midwest. We threw it outside for the summer, and we're growing all kinds of stuff that love outside to grow as well. And then we bring it in the winter,
Okay.
and herbs and lettuces grow like wildfire
Oh yeah.
inside.
So
But
what all have
all
you
that stuff,
grown on yours, Kelly?
all kinds of stuff. We like experimenting too, which is neat. You on the actually each one of them, you can grow about 20 different things. There's 20 different ports on that. On the Flex, the ports are a little bit larger. All 20 of them are the same
Mm-hmm.
size. I know on the Home up top, you can grow
Okay.
microgreens. But we are growing, at least right now, our zucchini is going crazy. We've got like 3 to 4 large zucchinis
Wow.
already are popping off. Tons of tomatoes. So our family loves cherry tomatoes and different kinds of tomatoes. So those are going crazy too. We really like the greens. Honestly, what drew my attention, we had never gardened ever. So just please keep that in mind. Never gardened. I joined up with JuicePLUS, and I'm like, this tower garden thing looks easy, and everybody says it is. Let's try it, and we just try it. I hated throwing away bags of lettuce. You get a bag from the grocery store, and it's like it's already ready to
Yes.
go, right? It's
Yes.
brown, and I'm like, I just want to grow lettuce, and so we always are growing lettuce, all different kinds of lettuces, basil,
Yes.
herbs, cilantro, and mint. Mint grows really well. Anyway,
Okay.
so mint, Swiss chard. What else we got there? Peppers. We like jalapeno
Okay.
peppers and different kinds of hot peppers.
Okay.
Um, we tried Brussels sprouts. We've done that a couple
Okay.
times. We realized, and so as we learn, the we really don't have any animals that bother it
I was going to ask
whatsoever.
you that because you
Don't know
said it was
why.
outside right now. I was going to
Outside.
ask you, have you had any critters that wanted to feast?
We actually had a deer in our backyard for the first time, to our knowledge, ever, and it didn't touch it at all.
Okay.
I don't know, because you have to plug it in. Like Donna had said,
Yeah.
it waters itself. The basin at the bottom is full of water and a specific blend of micronutrients that JuicePLUS comes with it. So you create the perfect pH environment for the food, but it has to be plugged in, so it'll water every 15 minutes
Yeah.
or so. We
Yeah.
wonder, maybe that's enough to deter the birds and the squirrels and
Yeah.
the deer
Yeah.
because nothing touches it. And so,
Wow.
my husband actually this year, for the first time ever, decided, I'm going to try a raised bed. Again, we've never gardened. It's become his passion project. And I was like, sure, go for it. But he had to then build a whole cage, chicken wire cage
Yes.
around it to keep animals away.
Yes.
So you've got our tower garden straight up 3 feet in a row, 20 different things. And he's got these two large, takes up a lot of space, beds growing pretty much the same amount, just a smidge, maybe more. But he had to create this whole thing to keep animals out. Little bitty things that liked our Brussels sprouts, and I forget what he called them. A little caterpillar, tiny little one. That's
Huh.
the first time it ever went, but he would just kind of pick it off. We put on neem oil sometimes, but
Okay.
honestly, other than that, we don't spray anything on the tower garden. So what
Right.
I loved is, I like organic, but I realized in this community, even it's something to be called organic, it can still have up to 5% contamination of
Yeah.
stuff, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, I don't know about that. And we know there are recalls on all
Mhm.
kinds of stuff
All the
all the
time.
time.
All the
When
time.
I grow my own, I know what's on it.
That's
I know
right.
what I did to it. I know what I didn't. And when we bring it in, my daughter would just go up to the tower garden and start eating tomatoes, just picking tomatoes,
My
right off the can.
granddaughter would pick sugar snap peas off.
Right? And
Yeah.
it's so cool to see that. When kids
Yeah.
grow, when they're involved in that process, they're
Yeah.
so much more likely to eat the food
Oh,
because they're
yeah.
excited about it and they're interested. And that's exactly what we experienced as well. And I will say, when they started with the JuicePLUS, it changes your taste buds, which is really exciting too. So if you've got a not going to eat veggies kind of person in your house, or fruit or any of that stuff, you might be surprised once they start the capsules or the gummies. It will change the taste buds, and the body will go, ooh, that thing you just ate, let's eat
It's
more of
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
body knows what to do.
Absolutely. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is we both are partners with Juice Plus. I, you know, I'm of a certain age, And more and more, I'm seeing discrimination of ageism in the
Mhm.
workplace. And so I always tell people, I don't care how old you are, you need a side hustle. I call it a
Yeah.
slide hustle, something that
Yeah.
you can slide into once you retire and it be a source of
Yeah.
income for you. What that's
Absolutely.
one of the things that Juice Plus can do for us. Can you explain that a little bit?
100%. Yeah, I like to boil it down to options, and you nailed it on that with, you know, when you retire, I think you still need options. Having multiple income streams. If you've
Hmm.
already got retirement coming in, I have a number of people on my team who are retired and just like that extra income. It's not a job but it's a little extra income, and they're in total control of it. When I found this option, I had really honestly never heard of this option. No one had ever given it to me. I kind of knew of friends who were partners with companies. I didn't know what that meant. And I really wish honestly I'd known a lot longer ago
Hmm.
how to have this as a side option, that could be any kind of income stream I needed it to be at the time. So like I said, when I found this product, I was just starting a family, and my background actually is mental health. And I really was trying to get into um, a, a job, honestly, a
Hmm.
job. But I loved doing it. I loved the clientele I worked with. I loved doing that. But I also was like, but I kind of want to stay home with my kid. I
Yeah.
was I was at a crossroads of
Hmm.
two things that I liked, and the business became an option as an offset for the product. And I was like, that sounds like a great idea. Who doesn't want to offset some product? And I
Right.
did that pretty quickly. And then the next option was, well, if I keep doing this, it didn't becomes an income stream. And I looked at the amount of time I was spending on this and going, wow, I mean, I could do this as I was home with my kids, but they were sleeping in my arm, or out at the pool. Like it had that flexibility of connecting with people and sharing an option. And it really worked for me. And now, so that was 7 years ago. And I have done other things, but haven't returned to that full time
Wow.
picture that was a
That's
great
wow.
fit for so long. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because I had more flexibility, I had
Yes.
options, and I
Yes.
got to put the options together and go, this picture looks exactly like I want it to look.
Yes.
And now I'm growing it on my terms, in my time, with whatever flexibility I want. And I loved that a friend had said, I get to put first in my life the things that I value most. And I'm like,
Exactly.
wouldn't everybody love to do that? Whatever you value most. Maybe it's travel. Maybe it's volunteering. Maybe it
Yeah.
is retiring at a certain time. The option to do that and to
Yeah.
still have those needs met, financially especially.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you so much for sharing what benefits come with Juice Plus. I mean, there's the health benefits, there's the monetary benefit, there's the
Yeah.
flexibility, the freedom, a lot, and the fact that you can help somebody else feel good,
Yeah.
help somebody else in a financial area where they may not have known this option, like you said, that you didn't know at an
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
age. So I appreciate you sharing all of that. Now I know that there's some places where Juice Plus may not be available because I live part time
Hmm.
in Mexico,
Yep.
so I can get the Juice Plus capsules, veggies and fruits in a capsule, but I can't
Yep.
get my Tower Garden delivered there. So I'm trying to figure
Not
out a
yet.
way that I
Yeah.
can have it shipped because we want
Yep.
it on our Mirador. So
I know, and we've been working on that for a while. So we're Tar Gardens are ready to go in Europe right now. It's the nutrients, I believe, that is
okay,
they
great.
have to be able to make the nutrients in that country, because we can't ship the nutrients.
Ah,
Every different country is different. So we're all set up in the EU now, and now we're working on Mexico. We're hoping a while ago, but soon. All of the other products are ready to go. They've been ready to go and
great,
rock and roll in Mexico
great,
for a
great.
while now. So it's exciting.
Awesome, awesome,
Oh,
awesome.
but we want to say too, with every adult order of at least the red and the green,
Mm-hmm.
anyone who orders the red and the green adult order can sponsor a child to get Juice Plus at no cost. For it used to be for 4 years. So if you
That's
had
that's
the
good.
whole program went from age 4 to age 26, and it used to be you could only get it for 4 years. And the company just a couple months ago said, you know what? We know how powerful nutrition is, and during kids, during childhood, they can get it for free until they're 26.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's like when you can keep your kids on your insurance until,
Right?
through college. So that's a beautiful,
Yes.
and they need their vitamins and
They
nutrients
need
in
it.
college.
They need it. Oh,
That
absolutely.
that's great.
Absolutely.
That's
It
great.
is.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Kelly, thank you so much for joining me here today. I
Thank
appreciate you
you.
so much.
Oh, I appreciate you, Donna.
All right. Okay, folks. Oh, thanks, thanks.
Y
If you guys have more questions, you have Kelly Metcalf's name there. You can also get in contact with me, DM me, or just drop a line. We'd be happy to answer any more questions
Absolutely.
you have. And until next time, folks, be well, live free, and prosper. All right, that's